Your parent knows something is changing. You know it. But the moment you bring it up, the wall goes up. I'm fine. Don't fuss. I've been doing this for 70 years. And you walk away feeling like the bad guy. If that's you right now, stay with me. Because in this video, I'm going to show you exactly why your parent is refusing and the specific approach that actually works. My name is Slava. I'm a nurse practitioner who does house calls for homebound patients and a daughter who is actively caring for a parent with cancer. I live on both sides of this conversation, and that's exactly why I'm here. I want to start with one thing almost nobody talks about, because once you understand it, the whole rejection of your parent to talk about their decline and your concerns starts to make sense. And the way you respond changes completely. Here's what most adult children assume: that their parent is being stubborn, or too proud, or just difficult. But here's what's actually happening underneath that refusal: accepting help, real help, the kind that says something has changed, doesn't just feel inconvenient. For your parent, it feels like the beginning of the end of their independence. They're not refusing you. They're refusing what accepting help means to them. Think about it this way. Your parent has spent decades being the one people turn to: the provider, the decision maker, the one who held everything together. And now the roles are flipping, and nobody prepared them for how terrifying that feels. So when you understand that, you stop trying to push through the wall and you start doing something completely different. And before I get to that, I need to tell you about the 3 mistakes most adult children make, because even one of these can silently make the refusal worse. And the third one is the one that surprises people the most. Stay with me. Mistake number 1: the logical approach. You come in with facts. You show them the research. You explain calmly and clearly why they need support. And it doesn't work. Because this isn't a logical problem. It's an emotional one. Logic bounces off the fear here. Mistake number 2: making it about safety. Mom, what if you fall? What if something happens? You are trying to protect them. What they hear is, you're fragile, you're a burden waiting to happen. Safety talk makes people feel small, and people who feel small push away harder. And mistake number 3, the one I mentioned earlier, is the one that I see often in my practice, catches almost every family off guard. It's involving them too late. By the time most families start the conversation, it's already a crisis. Something has happened. Emotions are high, and your parent is now making decisions from the place of fear and reaction, not from a place of dignity and choice. So, how to navigate this well? This is what I've seen works. The family starts the conversation before it's urgent, and they do it in a very specific way. In just a moment, I'm going to give you 3 real conversation strategies, specific things you can say, and specific ways to say them so your parent actually hears you instead of shutting down. Stay with me, because here's the truth. Knowing what not to do only gets you so far. What you actually need are the words, the timing, the approach that keeps the door open instead of slamming it shut. And that's exactly what we're getting into right now. I want to give you 3 real usable strategies, not platitudes, not bad advice, but things you can do this week. Strategy number 1: lead with their identity, not their limitations. Instead of saying, Dad, you need help around the house, try, Dad, you've always been someone who handles things your way. I just want to make sure we set up something that keeps you doing just that on your terms. You are not talking about what they cannot do. You're affirming who they are, and you are framing help as the thing that protects their independence, not the thing that ends it. Strategy number 2, give them genuine choice. The moment someone feels like help is being done to them, resistance rises. So instead of presenting a plan, present 2 options, both good, both real. For example, Mom, I was thinking we could have someone come by twice a week to help with cooking, or we can set up a meal delivery service so you are still choosing what to eat. What sounds better to you? Both options involve support, but they are the one deciding. That's not manipulation. That's the respect that provides the care and bridge in your communication. And strategy number 3. This is one about timing. And once I'll tell you this, you'll never approach these conversations the same way again. Don't have the big conversation. Have a lot of small ones. Look, I get it. You are juggling work, family, and your own life. Most of us are running on a tight schedule just to get through the week. And when something important comes up, our instinct is to consolidate, to carve out one window, handle it all at once, just like we would deal with a big agenda at work. That instinct is brilliant at work. It saves time, it moves things forward, it gets things done. But when you bring that same energy to a conversation with your parent, it backfires. Because your parent isn't a stakeholder in the meeting. They're a person who has spent decades in control of their own life, and a packed agenda that lands all at once can feel less like a conversation and more like an ambush. The reason these conversations, in your opinion, blow out of proportion is because we treat them like a one-time event. We sit down, we say what we've been holding for months, and the parent gets defensive. And suddenly, it's a confrontation. Instead, plant seeds over time. Mention things occasionally. Oh, my friend's mom started using grocery delivery service and she loves it. Leave it at there. No pressure, no agenda. You normalizing it. You letting the idea land before it becomes a decision. And when the moment comes, and it will come, the resistance is already so much lower. Now, I want you to pause here, because if you're watching this and thinking, this sounds good, but my parent is different, my parent is really resistant, I want to talk directly to you for a second. You are not failing your parent. The fact that you're watching this, the fact that you're trying to figure things out, that already tells me something about the kind of person you are. This is hard. It's supposed to be hard. And sometimes best you can do is stay in the conversation, even when the door keeps closing. Because every time you come back with patience, with love, without pressure, the door opens up a little wider. Let me give you some specific language, because wording matters more than you think in these conversations. I'm going to give you 3 phrases you can actually use. Phrase number 1, instead of you need help, say, I've been thinking about how I can make things easier for both of us. Phrase number 2, instead of I'm worried about you, say, I want to make sure we have a plan so you don't have to worry about things. Phrase number 3, when they push back, instead of defending your position, say, I hear you. I'm not trying to take anything away from you. Can we just talk about it? Notice what all the 3 phrases have in common. They never make the parent wrong. They open a door instead of pushing through one. I want to leave you with one last thing. Your parent is scared. Not of you, not of help. They're scared of what it says about who they are now and who they're becoming. And here's the truth. You showing up again and again with patience and without pressure, that's the most powerful thing you can do. You're not your parent's advisor. You are proof that they raised someone who loves them enough not to give up. If you scrolled and found yourself here looking for something practical, something honest, something that sounds like your life, and the reassurance that other families have been right here where you are and found their way through, hit subscribe button, push the like, and come back next week for another video with practical guidance rooted in the clinical experience mixed with stories from families who've been exactly where you are. If you're interested in how to talk to your siblings about your parent decline and you've been called a drama queen because you've noticed something they didn't, watch this video sharing the practical tips that work best on the family dynamics I've seen over the years in my practice. Go easy on yourself this week. You're doing more than you think. Don't forget that. Take a good care of them and yourself.